go and do some research. Okay, if you're listening, go do research. Go and Google how often or how fast money leaves the Black and Hispanic communities compared to white communities. Just go Google that.
Okay.
How fast or how long does money stay within those communities?
Gotcha.
Right? And even Asian community. There's research on there about that. You would be surprised. It's almost like in certain white communities, it's almost like 6 days. Right?
Yeah, the money would stay in.
The money would stay in that community.
The money revolves in that community?
The money revolves in that community.
Versus, like, let's say somebody from the hood goes shopping in, like, in a rich area?
Right.
Okay.
In Black and Hispanic communities, it's like less than a day.
You make the money and then spend it somewhere else.
We make the money and we go and we spend it where? We go spend it wherever, outside the community, wherever we want to spend it, and guess where that money is going? Not to us.
Yep.
It is not going to anywhere in our community. Why? Because we don't own any of those businesses in our community, nor do we own the businesses in their community. Right?
Yeah.
So when it just go and Google that, and when you see that, if it does not upset you,
it's crazy. Yeah.
That to think that, oh, if I go and like it's statistically proven that the money I'm making is only going to circulate in my community for this long, that should upset you. You should be like, no, I'm talking about, I'm going to do this for a year.
Yeah.
I'm going to save this money up I'm going to hoard this money kind of, you know? This money's not going anywhere, you know? It's kind of like, but Google that, and then even Google how many people that are of Black and Hispanic race actually get approved for loans compared to white. Go and Google that. And I'm not saying it's bad or good, because that's capitalism in a sense. Yes, is it unfair? Yes, it's very unfair. Can we change it? Yes, we can change it. How can we change it? By saving.
Gotcha.
If we in our community do not need to go to the bank for a loan or to ask them, hey, can you lend me this so I can go get this? If we don't need to do that, and instead we go to the bank and say, hey, I have this asset, you want to partner with me? That's the difference.
That's a big difference.
There's a big difference. Going to the bank asking for a loan, and then going to the bank and putting up an asset that is worth a lot that you're going to give to the bank and say, hey, I'm going to put this on a line because your money, I can guarantee I'm going to make more.
Could you give us an example of something like that?
Your house.
Yeah.
Your house. When we first buy houses, we want to sell them, right? After, man, I want a bigger house. I got paid more. I got this raise. I want to live in this nice area over here.
Yeah.
Why? Because all the people over there look like they're having a good time in life, and then I want to drive in that area with my nice car, stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So when people ask me, where you live? Oh, I live in this area over here. Oh, really? Whoa, okay, gotcha. Nice. You're doing big things for yourself, right? Right?
John got money.
Yeah. It's like, oh, okay, I'm moving on up. But here's the thing. What real money is going to the bank and saying, hey, I know I have $100,000 in my account, and I know I have a paid off house that's worth $250,000, but I don't want to use any of that money. I'm going to put my house up as an asset, as collateral. You're going to give me $250,000, and then I'm going to take that $250,000 and I'm going to go and invest it and do my business with it. And I'm going to pay you whatever you say I'm going to pay you every month. Yeah. Right? That's what we need to get to.
And then, so if you don't, then your house is that basically what you're saying?
Well, so that's what we need to get to is this. Like, we pay off our house, because here's the thing. Say you owe $50,000 on your house, and your house is worth $100,000. Okay? So you got $50,000 of equity.
Yeah.
Here's the catch, though. If your debt to income is at a certain amount, and you go to the bank and you say, hey, I have this house, I have $50,000 of equity in it, can I have an equity loan? I'm asking the bank for money,
Mm-hmm.
right? They're going to say, well, if you take out this $50,000, how does that increase or decrease your debt to income ratio?
Mm-hmm.
If it's going to increase it too much, they're going to say, no, you can only take out an X amount.
Got you.
Right?
Yeah.
We're like, why is that? I got equity in this house, so I should be able to take out how much I want.
Yeah.
Right? Flip side, you own that house free and clear. So the house is worth $100,000.
They can't tell.
You can go to the bank and say, I want $100,000. Here's my house.
Yeah.
It does not matter how much your debt to income ratio is. Mm-hmm. At that moment, the bank is going to say, partner, here's your $100,000.
Got you.
And you can your debt to income ratio can still be at the same amount. And then when you get that $100,000, it just takes you way over their threshold. But here's the thing: you are now a partner with that bank instead of a debtor.
Yeah. Instead of
Right? You're now, instead of being in debt with that bank, you are now partnering with them on an asset. Right?
Yeah.
That's where you start to realize your money working for yourself.
Yeah.
Right? I'm gonna invest this money. It's gonna work for me years and years and years and years.
That's what Dame Dash talks about.
Yes.
Okay.
Like you have to do that.